Newham is so diverse, so rich when it comes to ethnicity groups. It's just something for everybody. One of the vaccination centers I'm going to is the Sikh community. Oh, they are just an amazing family. They feeding us, they just offering teas, coffees. I don't feel like I'm working. And what they do for their community is as well, they're just so amazing.
On the outside world, there's a lot of olders aiming for youngers and a lot of gang violence, really. So I feel like a lot of these youth clubs are good because they help a lot of the children in the borough stay out of trouble. But some of my friends are involved slightly with gangs, and there has been times where I've been tempted to go and do stuff with them. I've never really done that because the people here always remind me I need to stay on track, get where I need to leave them behind, because in the long run, where are they going to get me? Around here, the diversity is actually quite good. There's so many cultures. Like I have loads of different friends, and I feel like if I hadn't grown up with these friends, then I really wouldn't know and be who I am today. So I am thankful that I live here for like all the cultures that I get to like get a taste of throughout the years. But in general, this whole area, I feel like it has its good sides, but it also has its bad sides, like every place.
I come from a little village in India. I moved to Britain when I was about 3. So I count myself more British than Indian. I didn't come out as a disabled person until 2004, until I met another disabled woman. She then said, well, if you don't come out as a disabled person, and I have a disabled son, he's not going to think positive. And it was because of the shame factor in our community. There's a lot of shame around disability, and especially for a woman, because I think my parents hid my disabilities because who would marry me? That's the cultural part of the journey.
We live in diversity. And unless you live in diversity, you can't understand things from more than one point of view. And I think that's a real strength. Down my street, everybody is there, the whole world is there. So you have the potential to learn each other's languages, and along with languages comes the culture.
I started dancing when I was around 8, I think. Dance is my passion, and if I have a career as my passion, that will make me smile, make my future great, and I love it, yeah. I think it would be good to open up new places, like have more opportunities for people to go to, have more like workshops, because we do have youth centres, but with youth centres, they're more in general just for youth to come and do whatever they want. But I feel like if we have more workshops regarding like careers and stuff, it'll help us, because with school we do have career stuff, but it's not as much as we need. So we should have more career wings open to the public, so you can come in, see what it is about, try new workshops, try new things, and you might grow a new passion.
I wasn't born here. I was born in the Caribbean, Dominica to be precise. I'm on young people empowerment, and especially with the elderly as well. There's not enough integration programs that can integrate the generations. I believe more of that needs to happen if we are to break down some of the barriers. So there's a lot we can do to change the narrative of young people in the borough, and but it's going to take a community effort, you know what I mean, to do it.
I was writing when I was in Colombia. That one was my main activity in Colombia, writing. I was also writing for articles for some journals or magazines, and also writing my own poems. I published 2 books in Spanish in Colombia. But when I moved here, I stopped writing, and I stopped doing that one because it doesn't make sense to write. In that moment for me, didn't make sense to write in Spanish, living in an English speaker country, you know. It was like, I prefer to know the language and probably write something in English. So I went to Stratford Library, and I knocked the door, and I say, you know, I want to have a poetry group here. I want to have a poetry group, but in Spanish. And they say, no, try in English. Come on, you speak English, try in English. So I say, let's see, let's try. But when I started the group, actually, it was like probably 2 or 3 months that I was just sitting for my own until people start to come. Very slowly, 1 person, 2, 3. none of them speak English like first language, none of them. And I start to have people that actually they just wanted to write something. Some of them just wanted to have a coffee. Some of them just wanted to read the poems that they were writing for a long time. And for me, it was like, okay, I have some people to share my passion with. So the group started to grow and grow and grow and grow. To be honest, I think in the group, probably only 3 or 4 speak English as the first language. Probably. So I was feeling like, oh, actually, this is our journey to try to have a common language.
So I come to PYN every Friday. So that's Pride Youth Network. Because I am queer, especially genderqueer. Obviously, this is a place of support. I never used to speak, I never used to be outgoing. Obviously, this place has taught me to be able to speak to people, especially about my issues. I probably wouldn't be able to get far without this kind of support. So I live in the Plaistow area, which is literally just down the road. Not everyone here is great and understanding, and there are definitely problem areas. I've seen people get punched in the face, even stabbings, obviously, because that's quite big around here. I've seen a lot of discrimination going on around me, and it's sickening, really. And there could be more funding put into places like this. There's a lot of crime outside, and people say it's to do with young people, and why aren't we given spaces to kind of learn about that type of thing and kind of be safe? You can see that we do have ideas, and these ideas could potentially work, but we're just not really given the time and not really given the space because of views that other people have on us.
Now, you notice that during the lockdown, there was a very high rise in domestic violence. Is to support women. And because one of the reasons that is found that a lot of women are not able to leave abusive relationship because of finance. So all we have to do is then to empower them and combine it with many other things for them to be able to get to do whatever they need to do.
Started living in Newham in year 7, so secondary. But growing up here, I feel like it's kind of hard because when you go apply jobs, when they see you live in Newham, they kind of sometimes are like, oh no, we don't want problems. Like, we don't want problems. I feel like people don't really invest much in Newham. We could change if people would invest in us more, because like in secondaries, we honestly don't get much opportunities to do things for trips or anything like us to learn more. I feel like a lot could help if people invest more in schools, and because I think everything starts from secondary. That's when everyone starts off, and then in college, like everyone's already has the mindset now. So, but they don't really point us. Like they're just like, okay, nice participation. We don't know what to send you, but have fun in college, you know.
Do more work around educating parents about their rights and to be proud of their children, which, we don't, or we hide them and we feel stigmatized and all that.
Putting everybody together doesn't mean everybody's got equal access. And actually, it's not enough to say one person can succeed. We need the whole area to succeed. Everybody can do so much more if you're given the structure and support.
Newham has, as you can probably know, Newham has so many challenges in different ways. But if there are no challenges, there are no opportunities. So for me, I see that one like that, where is a problem or how other people portray like a problem is just an opportunity to create a sense of, okay, what we are going to do like community to improve the situation.
To get people more involved, people are so busy these days. It's just, as I know, I feel them, it's really difficult to find time to anything else. But maybe if people could get involved into just one project that happens in their own community, just pick something that you love, you enjoy, either if it's joining a sports group or walking group or cleaning group, anything that can happen in your own doorstep. This is what would make a change.
That's the way I see it. And you don't have to expect another person. So you be the change that you want to see in another person. If you feel that they are not showing you love, you show love. If you think that they're not, so you be the change, and then you'll be surprised that everything will work out fine.